Hello, it's week 4. Oh my goodness, you made it so far. It's probably hot, hot, hot by this time. Now, page 1 does the exact same thing it's always done. What slides? What pages? When's a really good due date if you're going to be doing this in 6 weeks? Now, hopefully you're like, I want to be free bar. I want to finish my world history class too. So I'm going to finish it in 3. And I'm talking to you way before that 4th week comes up. Now, let us move in. We have rue. We are introduced to rue. Now, a couple of things about rue. Rue's name. Rue is a plant. This is a very interesting plant because it's extremely helpful medicinally, but it can be deadly. Now, Katniss is also a plant. It is a beautiful flower that grows in muck and mud. So we have Katniss, who kind of personifies her name because she is beautiful, but in this horrible, horrible condition of living in District 12. And Rue, while she is super small and very helpful, she can be super deadly. So, what are Rue's skills? How does Rue help Katniss? Now, here's where things get really muddy. Up till now, Katniss has always been, I'm getting back to Prim. All that matters is Prim. I am going to manipulate and fight and destroy everyone else around me. And now she's got a little kid. So now she has a 12-year-old. And she's tiny, like Prim, and she is just a kid. And so it's really hard for her. So there's a good side to having an ally, but there's also a bad side because remember, there can only be one. 2, what is District 11's industry? How is it controlled by the capital? Why is it ironic? Definitely go take a look at the map. You're going to find that this particular area is most of the southern states and into the wheat belt. Their big thing is growing food, but why is it ironic what's going on there? Because Lou lets us know. Now, 3. Do you think the Capitol is censoring Rue and Katniss's conversation? Why or why not? Use evidence from the book to justify your response. Why would they why would they censor this puppy? Because they are going to censor this puppy. Why would they censor this puppy? Definitely take a look at the very beginning. Katniss talks about censorship and what they can say and what they can't say. And she really talks about the fact that the districts are so separated from each other and they're not allowed to talk. So, and why that would be a bad thing. I wonder why that would be a bad thing. Now, Katniss's skills. We're going to take a look at what Katniss can do. Katniss has a very specific skill set, and it is varied. And why is it what Rue needs, and what what she needs? Now, how does Katniss plan to strike at the careers? This is brilliance. And how does she do it? She does what most generals in wartime do: cut your supply line. 2, how are the career supplies protected? How does Katniss trigger the trap? Rue loves music more than anything else. Why do you think the music is so important to humans? Take a look at research done, guys. Music has some therapeutic qualities. Even if you take a look at how cultures pass on information, how they connect together, it has a lot to do with music. So definitely do a little research. Take a look at this. I promise you, you're going to be interested. Up next, for each quote, list the subject, connection, survival, or dystopian society, and then write about the significance of the quote. So let's go take a look at the first one. The betting must be getting really hot in the capital. They'll be doing special features on each of us now, probably interviewing our friends and families. So what does that have to do with survival? What has this to do with dystopian society? 2, it crosses my mind to reveal myself and enlist her, Foxface, as a second ally against the pack, but I rule it out. There's something about that sly grin that makes me sure that befriending Foxface would ultimately get me a knife in the back. I would definitely say that's a lot to do, especially that second one. Survival does. It's kind of an easy connect there. But when it comes to dystopian society, I mean, you got to remember they keep those districts away from each other. So do they really trust each other? And if they keep them separated, can they keep them weak? Who knows? Let's go take a look. Now, chapter 18. The bread came from District 11. What must have cost the people of what must have cost the people of District 11 who can't even feed themselves. For whatever reason, this was a district gift to a tribute who was not their own. This quote shows that Katniss' treatment of Rue made her a hero in the eyes of District 11. Find a quote from Chapter 18 that is an example of how Katniss believes she is at fault for what happened to Rue. Katniss blames herself. She has survivor's guilt. You need to find me the quote where she is thinking to herself and she blatantly says why she's at fault. Again, if we take a look at our numbers up here, this will help us out immensely. Let's go on over to our other questions. What does Katniss do for Rue as a sign of protest against the Capitol? Now, remember, it's all about visualization. They're showing this entire thing just so that they can make other people afraid. See what we can do to your children, this show says. And she says something back. What does she say? 2. What sponsor's gift does Katniss receive? Who is it from? Well, I kind of gave away the answer over here, but that's okay. I love you anyway. 3. What important rule change is announced? Last name. Why did the Game Changers make that rule change? Why do they change the rule? Remember like a couple weeks ago when I talked about, romance is how we sell tickets? Continuing. Reflection. How has Katniss' character developed at this point of the novel? What have you learned about her? In what ways is she both a survivor and a nurturer? Now, this is a big thing. What key information do we get from her relationship with Rue? Now, we think, because, she hates Buttercup. She's not fond of her mother. Gail's fine and all, but... And Peeta, she's like, side-eye. He might, try to murder her. So with this relationship with Rue, we actually get a really big insight to how Katniss thinks and exactly what she's willing and not willing to do. Because in the end, she says that she will not kill Rue. She will leave. And she'll just either let her starve or let someone else kill her. But she says that she won't kill Rue. So let's move over. Find examples of Katniss and Peeta's relationship that support each of the following claims. Katniss and Peeta's relationship is real. Now, oh my goodness, that one's hard because, Peeta's got one idea going on and Katniss has got an entirely different thing going on. Katniss and Peeta's relationship is for the cameras. Now, we have a point of view. We have a narrator with limited omniscience. They know what Katniss thinks, but they do not know what Peeta thinks. So we're kind of left guessing. Is Peeta as ruthless and cunning as Katniss? Or does he actually foster feelings for her? And this, all to you. Prove it to me, though. You don't have to find a quotes, but, give me an event that makes you think this. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for week 4. That's so easy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, see you for week 5. Be good.